Hi guys, Thomas and Friends 47 here, and today we're taking a look at the Thomas and Friends Wooden Railway Brendam Docks. Now, this is something that I've been wanting for a long time, and I recently saw it at my local Barnes & Noble, and I decided to pick it up. And here you can see the box is just spectacular. You know, the Thomas Wooden Railway boxes, when they did this revamp, just looked amazing, and it felt like a real model experience. It doesn't feel like a toy. It's something very premium, and it feels special, and I love that about this packaging. Here you can see on the back all the great features, and of course how you can connect everything together, and it just looks awesome. Here's a look at the top of the box. Of course you can see the model engine up there, and of course the kid there playing with the set. Here's the bottom of the box there, and of course there's all the legal information, all that good stuff. Very, very nice. Alright, and here's what you can see on the inside of the box when you open it up. This is everything that you get inside, and Cranky comes disassembled from the base. So this is how it comes out of box. Of course, we can see all the details there and this nice instruction manual. And we're going to do a quick once over this. If you want to pause and zoom in, you can, but this is just kind of an overview. This shows you how to play, and of course the different checklists with all the engines and cars there. And then here's kind of a suggestion of how you can put the whole world together. I like that. Alright, now here's how Cranky goes together. You can see there's this little tab. You want to line that up there, and he just fits into the spot. And then you're going to turn it over. You're going to insert 4 screws to the bottom, and you're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver to do that. Once that's done, you can turn the playset back over, and you're ready to go. Alright, now let's take a look at Cranky, and he has a lot of great details. I love the face here. I wish it would have been painted, though, all the way around. It still kind of feels like the Thomas Wood range, with just leaving that plain. Same way with the legs on the bottom. I think if they just done like one coat of green paint, it would have been fine. You'll see that there's also space to hold the claw there, so it's out of the way. Now, you'll see the printing here is actually from All Engines Go. This was something that we saw with this Thomas Wood Railway range, but I think it looks really nice. It kind of has like a weathered kind of look to it, the way they printed it. You can see on the top here you have a nice spacing between the bars, great printing on Cranky there. You can see that nice handle on the back so that you can move it kind of almost hands-free, so you're not actually putting your hands on Cranky, you're just moving the red lever, and it makes some really cool shots. There you can see you can lower the magnet, and then raise it back up. Very neat. Now, the claw attachment just clips on there with a magnet, and you can see it's actually pretty strong, and that's so you can pick up different cargo, but we'll demonstrate all that at the end of the video. Here's the back of Cranky, and then here is the back of the bottom of Cranky there, and you can see there's actually night scenes on the inside. I think that's really cool how they've done that, and I really like those looks. Here's the other side of Cranky, and you can see that they were actually doing some painting on him, so the bottom left-hand corner is left silver from where they're still painting. I think that's pretty cool. Here's the top of Cranky. And again, you can see how that lowers down. Kind of better shot without my hands all in the way. Alright, now here is Cranky from the top, and you can see there's a lot of great details. You have the seagulls there, and the nice little port there, the nice docks, I should say. And then you have the track here. I love that switch. It looks just like we saw CGI series, so that's really cool. Here's the bottom, and then here's some of the track pieces that you get with this set. So this is the special adapter piece they made to work with the Thomas Wood range. So if you collect a Thomas Wood, this will help you connect to that track system to help you connect back to the current Thomas Wood railway system. Also included is this cargo car, and it's probably my least favorite thing of the entire playset, just because it feels kind of out of place. It's made entirely of plastic, and it doesn't really fit in the Thomas universe. In All Engines Go, though, it actually looks like something we'd see out of All Engines Go, so that is a plus. And this special piece here is also included, and I love this. This looks like what we saw in the CGI series whenever Cranky would pick up an engine. This looks almost exactly like what we see there, and I think that's really cool that they included this with this playset. Here's a look at it from the top and from the bottom. Alright, finally included is this little piece here that is passengers or workers. And so you can see on one side they're like sitting inside of a coach or a train. On this side you can see they're just sitting there reading, enjoying a nice break. And what's really neat is there's these little spots around the around the playset, so like on top of Cranky, over here on the bench, as well as on Bullstrode, which we'll take a look at in a second. Here you can see this nice apple crate cargo, and this again is entirely plastic, but I'm okay with that. Some great printing there, and there's a magnet inside, so Cranky can actually pick it up. There's the bottom of it. And then here's this balloon cargo, and I really like how they did this. It's, nice different sensory pieces. So you have the nice cargo, like the plastic cargo like we're used to, and this nice little felt fabric piece that's supposed to be balloons inside some netting. I think that's cool. Now here's Bullstrode, and this is easily my favorite thing out of the whole set, and this is why. It is huge, and you can see if I'm about to put a comparison in with a Trackmaster engine, you can see you have great printing there with the life preservers, the little bench back there, but the life preservers, Bullstrode's name there, very, very cool. And you can see just how big it is. That's compared to my hand, and then a Play-Rail Thomas fits perfectly inside of it. And then an All Engines Go talking engine also fits perfectly inside of it, and it looks almost perfectly to scale with HO scale. You can see the figure there on the side that I just put there. But here from the front, you can see its nice looking face, kind of like a CGI inspired kind of face. And you can see too the little posts there. I believe those are mooring rings. If I'm remembering correctly, it's what they would tie to the dock so Bullstrode wouldn't float away. And there's the bench I was talking about in the back of Bullstrode, so you can set little workers there so they're enjoying a nice break on their way to a job. And you can see that you can also set them on the hold there. And then you can also put that metal piece inside. Now, our plastic piece, but meant to look like metal. On the bottom, you have some nice rivet details, rope details, and real wood for the deck. And I think that's so cool. I love that. Here's the bottom of Bullstrode, which is kind of plain, but that's okay. You're not really going to see it from the bottom anyway. Alright, now let's see how we use this crane and Bullstrode together. So you can see as we pull Bullstrode up here to the pier, we're going to take and move an engine in. Now Nia's not included with this, I did do a review on her, be sure to check that out. But we're just going to use her here so she's helping out at the docks. Alright, so we're going to turn Cranky around, and we're going to start unloading Bullstrode. So we're going to get him into place there, and then we're going to start unwinding the little hook there so we can lower it down and start lifting cargo. There we go. Now that we've gotten the apples, we're going to take and lift them out of Bullstrode's hole, and then we're going to set them over onto the dock side. Or in the cargo car, I should say. Now, you do have to use your hands a little bit, to maneuver things around, but this is so cool just being able to do this, from basically almost hands-free to lift things out and just have a lot of fun moving cargo around. Now for the balloon cargo, we're going to use the claw attachment. That's super easy. Just take and move it from there, put it on there. And we're going to turn Cranky back into position and lower the claw down. It's almost like the claw capes. And then you're going to lower that, pick up those balloons, and then take and set them back down on the key side. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to move Nia into position. So we're going to shunt her over here, and then she's going to go over onto this special piece of track over here on the side. And you can see that Nia's wheels line up perfectly with those little grooves, so it'll hold on to the wooden railway engines from the newest range. Alright, we're going to lower Cranky's hook down so it lines up perfectly with that. And then we're going to lift this up. And this was actually able to very easily lift the entire engine plus this little plastic metal cage. I think that's pretty cool. And then we're just going to swing this around right over to Bullstrode. And we're going to lower that on down. You can see it takes a few tries. And there we go. Now Nia's ready to go out on an adventure. Alright, so all in all, what do I think of this playset? Well, I'm going to tell you, it is fantastic. I love Cranky. He's always been one of my favorite destinations as a kid, and including Bullstrode in this way is amazing. When I saw this, I thought Bullstrode was going to be smaller. I didn't realize how big he was going to be. And I knew that I liked this destination, but I just never picked it up. I had other things on the radar, and I was like, well, I'll get this instead, and I always put this on the back burner. When I saw this at Barnes & Noble, I was like, you know what, I want to get it, and I want to have this in my collection. and it does not disappoint. You have that awesome crane function, so I don't know what it is about model railways, but having a crane on the layout just adds so much fun and excitement, and being able to use the different attachments so you can take and just having it lift cargo out with the different cargo pieces. You could easily add some other cargo pieces from your collection, even the older Thomas Wooden Railway range. You can use the claw to pick up different things like the balloons. If you had like some scrap metal, you could pretend to pick that up. Just all these different things that you can do with this set, and it's kind of not got a lot going on because it doesn't include an engine, but at the same time it has a lot going on because of all the different things that you can do. The only thing that would have made this better was if they had made a wooden railway engine of Salty. Salty or Porter, I think would have done fantastic in this and really made it a complete set. But regardless of that, it's still great how it is. Bulstrode is definitely my favorite thing about this, second to Cranky. It's kind of like a close tie for them because I love Cranky, but I really like Bulstrode. And I actually plan on picking up a second one of these, if not a third, just for Bulstrode. So I plan on doing a whole thing with that, and you'll see a video on that later after I get another one of those. I have an idea for that. So stay tuned for that. But all in all, it is a fantastic playset. For Thomas Wooden Railway fans, I think they'll like it. I think they'll enjoy it. If you're a Classic Series fan, you may not like it as much because they've changed some of the things here. It is definitely an All Engines Go inspired destination. It's not entirely, you still have the Classic Series feel, but the imagery is definitely hinting to the All Engines Go series. So if you don't like that, you might want to skip over it. But if you're a Thomas Wooden Railway fan, if you don't mind the All Engines Go pictures here and there, then definitely pick this up because it is a very, very cool model. The last thing I will say that I don't like, this is my only criticism with this set, is the fact that you can't move the boom on top of Cranky. So it's stuck in that position, and that kind of makes it a little bit more difficult to set the cargo perfectly into the cars and such waiting below. I think if they would have just let that move just a little bit, I think that would have been perfect. That would have made this set perfect. But all in all, that's my final thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now.